Karibu. We continue with the conversation that we started earlier on in regards to supporting the arts. And in studio today, we have a crew from Fataki Media Production. We have Lavender Atieno, who is a member of Fataki. We also have Pastor Harrison Wambua, who is the coordinator at Fataki. And we also have Abraham Kiema, who is a director as well as a member of Fataki. Now, let me come to you, Harrison. Maybe you could tell us a bit about some of the projects that you have done so far, or you are hoping to do in line with what change you're trying to bring, especially to the youth down in your space. All
right, thank you. As I've said, part of what inspired us to come up with Fataki is that through observation we felt also that it's like in that cold countries, the youth are important during elections, and that's something that needs to end. Yes. So we are trying to identify talents from young people, and in future we are now currently trying to mobilize resources to come up with a movie academy. Yes. We wish to spread our influence through the Nairobi slums and elsewhere, so that at least we try to kill crime in the slums, because we feel somebody living in the ghetto and another one living in a better neighborhood isn't a lesser person. The person living in the slums isn't a lesser person. Yes. It's a question of income, and so
circumstances.
Circumstances, and so. The person on the ground, when I'm talking about the person on the ground, those living in the slums, if they are empowered, nobody loves crime. We talk to them. Part of what we have researched, nobody loves crime. Some of the people we have been able to, as I've said, we rescue, we rehabilitate, and then we educate and empower. We empower them, but one of the things that we use to empower the young people with is education. Yes. Once your mind is civilized, then you are settled down. You look for something that is decent to use as a source of livelihood. Yes. So one of the projects, as I've said, we are working on is to come up with a movie academy, and then also come up with a kind of a youth resource center, where we will try to identify what young people need to do. Even that person who has not gone to school, they can do something. Yes. Even the people we call chokoras, they can do something. They can do something. So it's a question of using the talents of the kids to help them, and not projecting what you think they need on them. Yeah. Yours is to guide them with what their talents and their skills. Yeah. All right. Once we have identified these people are good in this, there are those who are good in music, in manual work like carpentry and so forth and so on. Yes. Once we identify that, through the Youth Resource Center, we'll be mobilizing funds to take as many to apprentice them, to train them into what they can do better. And mold them in even that. For instance, even that person who has not gone to school, they can be drivers. Absolutely. So in the end, we are looking to a time when perhaps in Nairobi it will be a street. We will not have street families. Those people we call street families can be rehabilitated. Yes. They can be made to be important people. That's what we are looking for, because we feel we value people. Absolutely. Yeah. Now let me come to you, Lavender. You know, speaking from your own experience now, even your friends, when you interact with them, ni challenges zipi zenye unaweza sema, if this are sorted and if we are helped out with this, we stand a better chance of getting such opportunities tuweze kujitegemea?
Okay, like kitu mimi naweza sema, from the past go through a lot sana before ni join Fataki. A lot of so many crime things sana. So naweza sema can it's a help msaidia group yetu twende far. Yeah. Na support ya wazazi una feel itakuwa important in helping you, especially kama ma youth, and especially as a young girl, just speaking for yourself. Ni support ya aina gani unaweza penda to come from your friends, your parents, your relatives, in line with helping you achieve dream uko nayo? Okay, like my dad nezataka anani support in this group. Even friends are supporting me. Yes.
And kwa wale wazazi wanashindwa sasa mnaenda kufanya nini huko na ninaweza kutafutia ka job hapa hivi ufanye chapter tupate do ya sahi. Wale wazazi wenye wana struggle ku understand the long-term gains enye wewe as a young person una stand ku get from these opportunities.
Okay, naweza ambia wazazi waache watoto waende kwa dream wanataka, wa follow their dreams. So wawasaidie sana na waweze kwa nini kuwapea hiyo moral, encourage.
Awesome, I love that. Now let me come to you, Abraham, in terms of the resources that, as a director, from a director's point of view, working in a production house, what forms of resources do you feel, even a viewer who's watching us this morning, and as a come through as idea Fataki Media Production to just grow and step up, even in terms of the production and the kind of quality that you mnataka to put out there?
Okay, for instance, they used to have, like we've mentioned before, some of them are youths who have finished Form 4, some of them have not joined tertiary institutions. Yeah, if there's a way they can be supported to go through the education, it will be very much better. Yeah, at least they'll feel honored and appreciated. Yeah, also we invite people also with mentorship. Yeah, if you're up there and you're able to give mentorship program to our youths, yeah, it will be a much better way. Also, like for example, right now, the challenges we go through in our group, you find that we lack resources. Yeah, we lack resources because we are trying to manage with the little we have. Some of us we are not endowed financially, so we need that support, because even okay, you have these youths, you don't know what to do next. Yes, you're mentoring them with their talent, but they also need support, yeah, so that they can be able to move forward and achieve their goals.
So financial support is definitely necessary in whatever forms it comes in, you know, even if it's equipment and all that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, as we draw closer to the end, you know, there's a project that you have currently worked on, and you may care what was it watch. Why don't you tell us a bit about it?
Fataki.
Under Fataki, the projects that you have put out there.
We are empowering the young people. Like we want, as my director said, we are trying to rescue those who have got into early marriages, bringing them to school. Currently, we are doing that already.
Yes.
So when we get resources in terms of financing, we will try as much as possible to rescue as many young girls who have been to early marriages as a sources of livelihood. We bring them to school.
All right. Now, for the county governments and even the national governments, they always say they are looking out to support the youth with the projects that they have. How do you feel they can come in, especially in this conversation and these projects that you guys are working on under Fataki?
We feel that if the county government came on the ground and practically identified the real needs, and not end out, I think that would be the real thing to do, not end out. Which we, if I'm being judgmental, I don't know, but we feel the real needs, like we have said, we are struggling with resources.
Yes.
And those have been the crisis, the issue, the mess. I would say that.
All right.
Yeah.
So they just need to come and do a spot check on ground.
Yes.
Where the actual gap iko. Wache kusema, I think wanahitaji hii, I think wanahitaji hii, I think tunahitaji kupeleka ile pale. Wasilete kitu unnecessary. Na haisaidii with the needs of the particular youth. And also for our viewers who are watching this morning, let me start with you, Lavender. From a very personal point of things, maybe somebody is watching us this morning and they're wondering, kama Lavender ningetaka kumsaidia, but in what ways? Is it in terms of kumpeleka, like art school, ama kumbaye equipment anaweza tumia uko hivi home, ama kumtumia pesa ajue venye ataweza kufanya? Wewe as an individual, as a member of Fataki, ni help gani una feel mtu akiwatch this morning anaweza saidia enye wewe uko sure even my peers wata benefit?
Okay. Tunaweza tukamnisaidie nayo nipeleke art school na pia group yetu pia isaidiwe.
Yes. As Fataki.
As Fataki.
Awesome. And maybe you could remind us your social media handles once more, ndio wale wana watch like, okay, I'll reach out to her. Tukumbushe.
Okay, Facebook Lavin Lavi. And on Instagram, Lavin.
All right. And coming back to you, Abraham, for the young people out there that you're trying to reach, na bado wana struggle ku accept this opportunity then you unajaribu kuwapata because kuna ile ka mentality that wewe unataka tu kututumia, you know, like utatutumia upate do and it won't get to us. Just trying to get to such youth. Ungependa kuambia nini?
What I can tell the youth out there is that when you are, there's one thing you should know, that you are worth. The talent you have inside you. What you need to believe, start believing in yourself, and know that when you have talent, there's a chance for you to go far. Especially that youth from Soweto, you don't need to give up. What is there? A youth in the slum does not mean that you are living in the slum. Does not mean that you are disadvantaged. What is there? There's a probability of you going far. For example, I've grown up in Soweto, and I went to school in Soweto. I went through various challenges going to school in Soweto, but I was mentored, and through that, I was able to realize myself, and I was able to realize my worth. And through that, I want to pass that to the youth out there. Kwamba it is possible, to go far. Do not give up. Do not feel disadvantaged. There's a chance for you to go far.
All right, and a legit chance for that matter with you guys. All right. Well, we are, my director tells me you're out of time in regards to this particular conversation, but I just want to wish you guys all the best. Manze, keep doing what you're doing. Be the change that we need for our young kids. Let's make a better future for them, and it starts with you setting the pace for them. We have been speaking with Lavender Atieno. She is the lovely girl you are seeing on the bottom right of your screen. She is a member of Fataki. We also have Pastor Harrison Wambua, who is the coordinator of Fataki, and Abraham Kiema, who is a director working with Fataki as well as a member. Thank you so much, gentlemen and lady, for being with us this morning.